their determination, their activity to change this. I heard all the time, this is how we do things in Greece. No, they want to change this. And this is very important. I don't know how many requests of lifting of immunities were in Greece. Maybe there were hundreds. I don't know how many members of parliament or former minister were investigated before EPPO started in Greece. I don't know. But I can tell you that these prosecutors have the courage to do it. And this is the main important thing. It's not about how corrupt, comparing with Romania or with Germany or with France or with other member states we are. The important things, you have a problem, do your job. You are a prosecutor, you see that there is corruption, do your job. You see that you have problems in legislation, change the law, do your job. Because if all of us do our job, of course we will live in a cleaner country where everything will go better and corruption will not be anyway a way of life.
If I ask you, you told me that you don't count cases and you don't compare countries. But speaking of Greece, and from the experience you have all those 6 years, what would you say are the hotspots of corruption? Are they the same all over Europe, or each country has its own? I mean, the points where corruption starts and is in a way facilitated.
I would say two things about this. Of course, corruption and fraud, it's a little bit different because it depends on the specificities of the countries. To give you an example, you have a country who has a big harbor, you know? And I hear all the time, oh, Ms. Kovesi, we don't have a problem with VAT fraud. We don't have a problem with custom fraud because they don't discover anything. Some of them have the cleanest harbors in the world. Nothing is happening there. But we have a huge issue with the drugs. And all the time I said, based on what I know, the cocaine doesn't fall from the sky, you know? It's not like snow. That has to enter in your country via ports, airports, trucks. So if you don't have a good system to check at the custom and in the harbor, of course you have this issue. But in these member states, maybe you can have a high level of corruption in the harbor. If you have in other member states a big agriculture, maybe you have corruption in connection with subsidies for agriculture. So you have this specific